Hi everyone, I'm back with a new video and I have a new friend here. This is Lucrecia. Before I start, you want to go out? Hey, sucker, my new friend doesn't want to be with me in the video. Go. I will not let you in then. And before I start my video, I want to present a name of my podcast. It was really tough decision to make because this is a name of this AK show, AK podcast, and I decided to call it ImperfectTalks. So it's literally me. It describes me, it describes this podcast, and yeah, I'm happy to present. It's officially first episode of Imperfect Talks. Today I decided to choose a really tough subject, tough topic to talk, because for me it's really hard to open up about this. So today I want to talk about bullying, about being bullied. I had a big history with this, and I believe bullying just shaped my personality a little bit because it changed people, honestly. When someone's continuously telling you something mean, or I don't know, doing something physical, right, some physical abuse to you, it changes you. Really, it literally can change you. Let's start this conversation. First of all, I wasn't a child who had like a lot of friends in my childhood. Not at all. I remember I had this homework from my therapist to write down my biography, and I needed to ask my mom about my childhood because unfortunately I don't really remember my childhood. So I asked about like what kind of interaction with my classmates I had in the junior school, and she said that I didn't have a lot of friends, and if I had a friend, these friends could choose someone else over me when for example it's a playground and this person playing with me and another girl or boy come into this playground, and that girl that used to play with me, he can easily go to that to that child who just came over and just leaving me there. And it's pretty explaining why I felt like I'm not belonging anywhere. So yeah, junior school was pretty tough. I didn't have a lot of friends to talk, and I don't remember there was like some kind of bullying, but I remember that I felt different because my teacher, she used to make like two different groups of kids, like with money and without money. And I was without money. You could feel how she treated you, honestly. You could feel the difference between you and some other kid. I don't remember some kind of significant bullying. I mean, there was some kind of boys who called me cow and I used to run after them, but I believe it wasn't that serious. I wasn't affected by that. First memory that I have about being bullied at my school and in my class, probably in middle school, because boys started to call me ugly. They started to use my nose as something to be ashamed of. They called me a lot of different ugly stuff. I will not tell this because I don't know, I'll cry probably. It started at the first year of my middle school, and it influenced on how my classmates saw me, right? Because I didn't have a lot of friends, right? So, and after you being bullied, these amounts actually are not going to change a lot. We started to play some kind of different sports at school, right? Some volleyball, some handball, like basketball, and I was really pretty good at sports. So that's why I decided maybe I will have more friends, or I will gain some respect by being a sporty girl, right? So I can show them that my face, it's not that important. Like, my skills is important, because already back then I understood that my character is not enough for people being friends with me, right? So I started to play sports, and we used to play with like girls, between girls, right? I was always a captain at like in one team, and all girls didn't want to play with me. Like, I don't even have an explanation why. I remember they literally was like, no, I don't want to play with Sabrina, I want to play with that girl. And I was like, but I'm better. I mean, like, I am better, first of all. And second of all, what the fuck is wrong with you? Honestly, why? I was like a child, like, why? Why you decided not to play with me? And well, I gained some respect after that. If I'm gonna be briefly, right, I gained a lot of respect of my girls there, my classmates, because I started to go to some competitions, right, and I was the best at my class at sports. And then I believe I started to gain some kind of confidence, and when we played, for example, in volleyball against boys, I was confident my skills, but boys, they hate it. Honestly, they hated a girl being better than them. Yeah, from middle school they started to call me ugly. It wasn't because of I was better at sport, definitely no, but it affected them as well. They was like, fuck it, I will bully her till the fucking death. I don't know. That fucking so sad, I want to cry, but okay. Imagine, I was a fucking child, my nose wasn't even that big like it's right now, right? And even back then I was called ugly, and oh my god, she has a big nose, and she has Chernobyl, and whatever, and everyone spoke about me like this, like literally everyone, except my two best friends at that time. Those two girls were the only people who didn't really care about my appearance, because, you know, we just connected. Well, shame on me, because I decided, oh fuck those two cool girls that were my best friends, and I decided to go to another company where were some girls from my class and some boys. Not from my class, but whatever, like some boys and girls. It's like bigger company. I was like, okay, I will go to the bigger company. Like, as I mentioned before, shame on you, that was I don't know, the worst decision that I ever made of my life, probably, because I just literally betrayed my two best friends for almost half of the year. So I'm really sorry if you're watching this. I decided to be with this big group of people because I thought that, first of all, boys will notice me and I will have some male attention and it will evaluate my confidence. Second of all, I don't know, I just felt like there's a lot of people, so a lot of different experiences and a lot of different appearance, so I won't be the ugliest there. Like, little at school, boys still bullied me, right? Like, my classmates, they still bullied me, and after school we went to hang out somewhere, and no one told me that I'm ugly at that group. Like, no one. I was like, okay. And boys, they gave me some kind of attention. That was a fucking weird attention. There was, I would say, even a little bit sexual harassment, but I was stupid, so I couldn't say no. I was like, oh yeah, of course. But it wasn't like sexual harassment. They just, they like to take off our bras. Like, I mean, just how to say it. This is Sabrina from future, and it calls unbutton your bra. Unbutton your bra. Sabrina, learn English. Unbutton bra. With one hand, like, take it off with one hand, wherever. And I was in the fucking 6th grade. Imagine, that was, first of all, this is a crazy stuff, and everyone done this. No one said no to them because everyone wanted this fucking male attention. So yeah, and me as a person who wasn't confident because of my appearance, I was like, yes, of course, do whatever you want. There was 2 guys that asked me to go out with them, to be like a couple. First one, they were like best friends, by the way. First one, we dated for 2 weeks. Oh my god, that's a lot. We didn't even hang out that much. We just, texted, and that's all. And the second one, we even spoke on the phone one night, kissed one time. And the second one, we also dated like for 2 weeks or something. The second one, he broke up with me via my friends. Imagine this. So this is the idea of this group of friends that was there. Those girls, when they knew that boyfriend wanted to break up with me, they didn't tell me straight away. They started to gossiping with each other. I was like, well, what's happening? They're like, well, this guy wanted to break up with you. He broke up with you. And I was like, what the fuck? And no one supported me there. No one. No one fucking cared about me there. After I finished this friendship with that group, I got back to my best friends at that time. I'm grateful for them to taking me back, because there's 2 sisters, right? And one of the sisters was the most closest to me, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so fucking sorry for betraying you, for choosing those girls, because we knew that we are not that friends, but I just wanted this attention of a lot of people in order for me to feel confident that I'm not fucking ugly piece of shit. They knew that I was bullied, because they were my classmates. And they didn't do that much. I don't want to blame them not doing anything about me being bullied at school, right? It's not their responsibility to say something back to those guys. No, but it would be nice. It would be nice if someone stood up for me, for sure. One time, there was this kind of friend group that was back then a little bit involved with different other people. They texted to those girls, do you want to hang out? And my best friend at that time said, yes, yeah, of course. And those fucking friend group, they texted do not bring Sabrina. Do not fucking bring Sabrina. And my friends, they we will not go hang out without Sabrina. And my friend, she sent me a screenshot of this message. And I remember I cried like a fucking bitch. I don't know, I cried a lot. And I still can cry if I will see this a screenshot. Because why? Literally, why? Why they decided being so fucking mean to me? I mean, what the fuck? Why? Am I that ugly, or am I that boring, or am I that poor? I couldn't understand, and I tried to be different people at the same time. I was like, okay, if this Sabrina is not working, I will be that Sabrina, and it's not fucking working. And the same group of people, that friends group, one time, that was the fucking winter. Oh my god, I will cry probably. Oh fucking god. This friends group texted me, do you want to hang out? I was like, yes, of course I want to hang out with you guys. And they okay, let's meet in the center of my village. I was like, yeah, of course. Fucking winter, 5 in the evening. I dressed up. I said, Mom, okay, bye, Mom. I will go with my friends to hang out. I got to the center of my village, and there was no one. There was fucking no one, and I was like, where are you guys? And after that, I don't remember if they started a live on Instagram, or they just should send me a video where everyone in house of my classmate, and they're like, oh, if you want, you can come to us, and they are laughing. I didn't go home straight away. I was like, well, I'm ashamed. Oh my god, I will fucking cry. No, I'm not gonna cry. I was so fucking ashamed of this situation. I didn't even tell my mom that I can't even say that it was my friends. Those people just made a fucking joke. And I just stood in the center of my village. That was like, some playground. I was there in my phone. I freezed. It was cold. I stood there, maybe for 30 minutes, and then I went home. I didn't tell my mom about the situation because I felt so fucking ashamed. Like, it was my problem. Like, I am the problem in this situation. I was like, no, I will not tell anyone about this because this is crazy. Because I would feel really, like, ashamed, embarrassed of this situation. But those people, they didn't actually bully me in front of me. They bullied me behind my back, because one time with those girls of this friend group, I was like, well, we're just talking, we're like classmates, whatever. After we finished our friendship as a group, what exactly you talked about me, right? And they were like, we're not sure if you want to hear this. And I was like, yeah. I was like, come on, just tell me, I will be fine. And they're like, we're just walking. Fuck, I just remember like it was yesterday. I just walking, and those like two girls are telling me that they called me behind my back that I'm ugly, that I look like a fucking horse, and that my nose is, I don't know, too big, too ugly. Like, for sure, I asked for this. I asked honest opinion, but they didn't even say sorry to me. They just said that, and I was like, well, but we're not thinking like this anymore. And I was like, the fuck is this? The bullying, it was literally progressing every year. Yeah, everyone just started to hate me. Like, everyone at school hated me. I not even fucking kidding. Maybe it's only my perspective. Almost every classmate didn't like me. With that friends of group, like my girls, right? They literally hate me because we had some kind of beef back then, and boys, they hated me from the start of my school. Probably they continued hated me. Some kind of people, they were like, oh, I don't care. They didn't kind of support anyone. They didn't kind of defend anyone. So, like, I don't care, do whatever. Teachers, they didn't like me as well. I mean, imagine, there was like, we were like 3 girls, like 2 sisters, right? And me. And I was like, hi! I had insecurities, and I wasn't that kind of shy girl. I was a sport girl. I was like, I was a fun girl. I was really fun girl back then. Teachers, they didn't like me because of this, because I wasn't that kind of calm girl, because those 2 friends, they were calm. Teachers, they liked them better. Everyone liked them better than me. When we started to go to competitions together with those 2 girls, I started to get a lot of male attention. I don't want to say just because of my appearance, or I don't want to compare me and those friends, because it's inappropriate. I'm sorry. So, it's actually she's fucking kidding me. I will not let her in. Oh, she's giving me a hard time. I don't want to compare our bodies or our faces, but I honestly, why I think I get more attention than those 2 best friends, just probably because I was insecure at my school, for sure, but I didn't let anyone see this. I acted like I was a bitch. I acted like I was a confident bitch, I didn't try to be, rude to anyone. If you would look at me, you would say I'm confident, but inside I was so fucking insecure. I literally hated myself. But probably that was the only one reason why I got those male attention. But I showed that I was more confident than those girls, or I was easy to get because of my fucking insecurities. Like, oh, you showing me some kind of attention. Come in. I'm open. And by the way, I wanted to tell, other people at school also hated me. Like, maybe not hated, but didn't like me, and they liked it to laugh at me. Because we were like, I was a sporty girl, as I mentioned before. We used to train together with a lot of different people in my school, and they really loved to laugh at me. There was like different reasons they could laugh at me. It still kind of influenced me, because imagine you being bullied at your class that much that you're like, okay, I will be another person like at court, but there as well people who doesn't really like you, who laughing at you and making fun of you. In high school, it actually stopped because small group of classmates that decided to stay. The bullying stopped, but laughing at me doesn't. I always thought that I'm different. I started to think like this when people started to call me ugly. They started to point at my nose like, oh my god, that's fucking ugly. How can you live with this? At that point, I started to realize I'm different. I'm different. I'm not like them. Because if I would be like them, I would have friends, right? I started to dress differently. I started to dye my hair. I started to do makeup, right? I started to listen to K-pop. And I didn't listen to K-pop like, I don't know, oh my god, I'm listening. I was open about this. I was like opened. I cannot say I didn't care, so that's why I was open. No, I cared so fucking much about the opinion of others. It's like, I don't know, keep yourself in a jail. You cannot hide how you shine, you know? That's pathetic. That's why I have this perspective of me dressing differently, dyeing my hair pink, blue, red, forever. I was like, I cannot hide it. I know I will be bullied because of this. I know everyone will laugh at me. I want to be myself. If people are not loving me already, what will change if I will dye my hair pink? Okay, I will be different. Maybe then I will have more attention. Maybe in this kind of part of Sabrina, this kind of person Sabrina will be more attractive to people. When people are telling to me right now when I am training, they, oh my god, I would like to get back to school. You know, those years, one of my favorite. I'm telling, no, I hate school. I hate those years because I spent so many days crying at school, after school, before school. Because I just literally hate this. I hated this place. Everyone didn't like me there. I was different. I wasn't welcome there, just because how I'm looking. And the most scariest part of this, that I wasn't the only one person got bullied in my school or at my class. Nor there was a couple of people who were also bullied. If you're not from wealthy family, if you're dressing into not that fresh clothes, right? Or, I don't know, you will just look weird, you will get bullied because normies people, right? They're not gonna accept you because you're not them. I'm really ashamed of myself a little bit by not standing up for other people, analyzing all those years at my school, and I was like, you know how painful it is. You know how painful it is to be bullied by the people that you're spending the most time of your life at that moment, right? And you're not doing anything. You're not doing anything, and time to time you're laughing. You're as well laughing at those fucking jokes. I am so honestly ashamed of this. Know this feeling, and you're still doing nothing. I am really sorry to everyone who been bullied in my school as well, because those guys, they didn't have any kind of borders, what to tell, what do not tell to people. And why this experience changed me, because as I mentioned before, I was super energetic. I was super fun kid, and those people who hated me, who bullied me, they gave me this perspective of myself that I am nothing. I am literally nothing, because no one wants to hang out with me, no one wants to be friends with me. And so when I got to university, that was an extremely hard time for me to dealing with my insecurities after my school, because I couldn't make friends. I couldn't talk with people. I was super afraid. But anyways, at first year of my university, I literally dyed my hair blue. So everyone remember me like a fucking blue hair girl. It's not something bad. I really like this association, right? But the whole point why I did this, because I was super afraid of people seeing me, like seeing my face. How I supposed to distract people from my fucking big nose? By long blue hair. Because this is the only one thing that they will remember about me. Thanks to my classmates, I literally hated myself. I literally hated myself, because sometime I thought, oh my god, just hit me by the car, broke my nose, and you will fix it by your money, and you will make it smaller, because whatever reason, just do it, because I don't have enough money for nose job. I wanted my whole life from middle school to change my nose. I literally cried at night when I was like, oh my god, I need money just to change my nose, and it will change my life. So big trauma with my fucking nose, because every time, even now when I'm hearing just a word nose, my brain started working like, oh my god, they talking about you, they thinking about you, they looking at your nose, they literally looking at your nose and thinking that you're ugly. I couldn't look at people's eyes, I couldn't be close with people because of my fucking nose. Can you imagine how how those fucking kids broke me? Any options of being close you can think of, I couldn't be. I was afraid. I couldn't sit next to my classmate at university. I couldn't sit with them because I was like, oh my god, they look at my nose. And I used to have a long hair, and I used to hide like this. I used to take pictures like this. I used to cover my nose every time when I had this opportunity. I was happy kinda when we had the coronavirus, the opportunity to wearing mask. I was happy because I was like, okay, no one will see your nose. I have here 2 milliliters. I done my lips twice. You cannot say because it looks really natural, thank god. At my first year of university, because I was so fucking insecure, and that was the only one thing that I could afford it. A lip filler, and that's all. When I got a normal job, I was like, okay, I have a goal. I need $5,000 in order to do a nose job. I had this goal. Right now, I'm trying to love myself, and I believe I'm doing a really good job. Time to time, I was like, fuck, you have a big nose, Sabrina. You actually have a big nose, and people are not seeing a small nose of yours, right? Can you imagine people actually seeing this? And when the first guy liked me back, and then when we had a situationship, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that someone liked me. Because how can you like me? I have a fucking big nose. It's something that will never go away from my mind, because it's always coming back. It doesn't matter how much I'm loving myself, how much I'm working with the therapist, right? It will be forever with me, because if the glass is broken, you cannot fully fix it, unfortunately. I'm trying to fix it. I don't know, I need to buy a new glass probably. Because there's a lot of people who could also bully it, and I don't have the worst situation. The worst situation is when people are starting physically abusing you. You can tell someone, you can tell to your mom, you can tell to your teacher, but it feels like that it's not them, you are. Why I didn't tell anyone about my bullying, right? Not my mom, not teachers. I thought, okay, I will tell to my mom, and she will come, she will yell at them, and first of all, I will be embarrassed of this situation, firstly. Second of all, people will start hating me more because I bring my mom and I show them in a bad, light. No, I want to be in society, and this is normal because we're people and we need society, right? We need to be socialized with someone. This is just how it works, unfortunately. A year ago, when I got to this job, I got also bullied. 10 years after when bullying started in my life, when I was 10, I'm in my 20s and I still get bullied. Imagine how this fucking crazy. And I had the biggest depression of my life. I didn't have a therapist back then, so I just ate it. I was like, okay, you want to make fun of me? Of course, I want to be socialized. I want to be in collective. I want to be in this company. I want to work here. I want to have friends here. I was like, okay, you can make fun of me. I'm working on this, right? I'm like trying to be best version of me, to understand that people, they can have some thoughts about me that I won't like it, right? Because I'm not fucking Angelina Jolie, or I cannot be liked by everyone, right? Or focusing on those people who are really liking me, who appreciating me, who likes my appearance, because I have friends. I'm really grateful for my friends, probably for everyone, because my friends, they reminded me every time, oh, I want to cry. I really want to cry. They time to time reminded me how beautiful I am. Because almost 10 years of my life, I never thought about myself as beautiful. Only maybe half of the year, maybe time to time when I had a makeup, right? And I was took a cute picture of right angle that I need, right? Only then I thought that I'm beautiful. I hope you guys didn't get bullied at your school or at your work or in general at your family, because different situation. Or if you did, I hope these words that those ugly people, ugly, I'm not meaning their appearance, I mean their souls, because when you're bullying others, you're an ugly person. You're a bad person. You have an ugly soul. I hope they didn't affect on you that much, or you will understand the beauty of you. Beauty, it's something not really standard, because right now we have different people and different beautiful people, and for someone this beautiful and for someone that beautiful. So it doesn't mean if you're not into this category, you're not into that category, right? So you are your own person. You are beautiful inside and outside. Not a single person should be able to tell you otherwise. No one should be bullied. My situation is not the worst. There's people outside who committed suicide because of this. Kids are taking their lives, and I'm afraid of this fucking world because no one give a shit about this. Everyone oh, that's so bad, that's so bad. So do something. I mean, I know it's hard. I do know it's hard because I wasn't able to stood up for me or other people. I know it's hard, but at least you will be able to give a support to that person. At least if you have someone or you are someone who get bullied, please ask for support. I'm ready to give you support. Honestly, if you don't have anyone, text me. This thing can ruin your life so fucking much, and you will not be able to recover after this. So if you have a chance, if you have a small opening to recover, to heal yourself from this, take it. Take this chance, please. Yeah, thank you for listening. I already have some kind of topics that I would like to talk with you guys. Just wait for another episode of Imperfect Talks. And thank you for your support. Thank you for following. Thank you for liking my videos. And honestly, I'm so fucking grateful because I always checked YouTube Studio and I was like, oh my god, I have one more followers. Like, yes, I have more comment, I have more likes. I was like, yes. So yeah, thank you so much. It really means a lot to me. If you want to find me on Instagram, I'm open. And if you want to find me in TikTok, I'm open. Please follow me. Well, yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you have a nice day, evening, morning, night. So take care of yourself. Bye bye.